Hey, welcome to the podcast. There's no way I could ever do one of those good.
What is the intro? It's always just yeah, woohoo!
There's no way you can do an intro good. Anyway, welcome to Movie Epidemic episode 2, the second one we recorded today, which is unfortunate for me, but it's okay for Charlie because he's fresh. He's still
Yeah,
fresh.
still going hard.
Um, Today we're talking about two really interesting movies from this summer blockbuster, grouping.
Yeah.
These are not something I would ever watch again, but we'll get into that. And also we're going to be doing a top 10 Robbie Williams movies, because God
Oh
bless that
wait,
man.
was I supposed to do top 10? I did a top 5.
Did I say top 10? No, I meant top 5.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I for sure didn't do a top 10.
No, no, no. Has he even been in 10 movies? Come on.
Yeah, if you count Death to Smoochie as a movie.
Oh, dude, I love that movie. That's on my list.
Fucking brilliant. I love that.
Powerful Death of Smoochie.
Powerful. Edward Norton for life.
Ed Norton joint. So we're gonna be doing that, and Chadley's gonna do we're gonna do some cooking with Chadley, and we're gonna do rant corner with Chadley. So what do you got for us cooking with Chadley? Let's start with that.
Today on Cooking for Poor People with Chadley, we have Annie's homegrown shells and white cheddar
Oh, that's
macaroni
good
and
because it's
cheese.
organic.
Yeah, you gotta get the homegrown shit. 80% organic, not full organic.
All
They
right.
they could have gone up for full organic. So we're gonna start this up.
Was that cheaper than the KD?
Oh fucking yeah, it was, dude. If it wasn't, I'd have KD.
Well, KD was on sale at Walmart for 57 cents last week, so you missed out on that.
I don't have a Walmart here.
Oh, okay.
Don't have a
Forgot,
Walmart
forgot you lived in a dirt den.
in the slums, bro. Okay, so first step, of course, you gotta fill up your pot with water. You see there, and then I'm just gonna slop it right there onto the oven. And I don't know what temperature I'm supposed to put at, so I'm just gonna assume it's high.
Yeah, just go like 9. Get it
Yeah.
boiling.
Yeah, and let's empty the contents of this son of a bitch. Except you're not supposed to put this in. Don't make that mistake like I have.
You put it in right away, hey?
Yeah, absolutely. So
I
I'm
wait till
doing
the water's boiling personally, but
you just gotta just pour it
so I
right in
guess
there.
this is what poor people do, I guess.
Yeah, I do some poor people stuff. So there's that. There's step one, and now we wait. Now, on to the feature presentation. Let's talk about some really great movies that have come out this summer.
Okay. Let's start off with the Amazing Spider-Man #2.
As much as we all loved the first one.
Yeah, that was a bad movie, man.
Yeah.
Just like straight up, that was a bad movie. But then you come to Spider-Man #2, and it's like, how is this even created?
Yeah. How did that script like? I honestly want to know how the script got passed.
I feel like at some point, like, they're just free to do whatever they want, right?
I guess it's Marvel. You know, Marvel has had 5 movies this year.
Yeah, yeah.
5 motherfucking movies.
It's kind of like a Sony joint, though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And this
How
is
much?
Sony joint.
I've always been wondering about that. Like, how much input does Marvel have on the Sony joints?
I have no idea. Probably enough. Stan Lee still
Yeah,
kicks
I
it
would
in.
imagine, right? Like they can at least look at the script and be like, well, this is garbage compared to the rest of our stuff.
Yeah, like they can't just pass it.
I'm not saying all the Marvel movies are gold, but like this is the worst. Like this is awful. Like
It's the worst. Like it's the worst Marvel movie I've ever seen, and that includes Spider-Man 3. Like this is worse
what
than
about
this is.
Hulk?
Maybe a little bit worse. It was rough.
It was bad, yeah, and it didn't
was
make any sense. But
Yeah.
so this movie, let's see. Let's start at the beginning, I guess. We got Andrew Garfield. He's an all right Spider-Man. I'll give him that. He's fine as Spider-Man, but like,
Yeah, he's alright. I like the sort of interactions that he had with like little kids and stuff.
I kind of
Uh,
like that he's like the wisecracking Spider-Man. That's what.
okay, no, I didn't like that. I didn't like that because when he's fighting those guys at the beginning, like he can't go like fucking 3 seconds. Like he can't go 3 seconds without dropping one of these snarky little shitty lines.
Sure. But that's kind of what I like. That's straight man Spider-Man from the original series. Tobey Maguire's straight man Spider-Man. I always thought was weird because like
Crying
he's, he's
Spider-Man.
he's supposed to be like a teenager and like a fucking goofy dude, but straight man Spider-Man was like a little weird.
I don't
Like
know.
this,
I feel like I like that they did make him wisecrack. I wish that he didn't wisecrack
just
like every
less, right?
like all the like every second. Like there's no way that his mind would come up with them that fast when he's doing
Yeah.
the shit he's doing. Like
Well, there's one of the bad guys should have been like, "Bro, you doing a bit right now?
yeah.
Fucking do a bit right now."
What do you think this is? What the fuck kind of joke is this?
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember how this movie even starts because it was like so boring. But like, yeah, he's like fighting some guys, and then he saves homie. What's
Yeah,
the black
he's
guy's name?
it's
Jamie
like
Fox. Jamie Fox.
Max. Max was his name.
Yeah. Jamie Fox. Saves him, and that was a weird character. Just right from the beginning, you're like, all right.
Right from the get-go, but here's the thing. Here's where they really went wrong is that they made this character that Jamie Foxx was very vulnerable, and in that way, he's almost quite likable. You know what I
Sure.
mean? Because he's so vulnerable, you root for him because you don't like he's so sad and like he's so alone that you don't want him to be alone anymore. You don't want him to be sad anymore. So watching Spider-Man beat up on him was like I wish he had like killed Spider-Man. That is that is the outcome that I
Would have
had
been a
wished
better
for.
ending. Would have been a better ending.
It would have been a better ending.
Here's the thing, like they kind of just introduce Jamie Foxx, and like they make him like he thinks he's friends with Spider-Man, and then like Spider-Man like doesn't come to his birthday or whatever, and then he just gets mad at him. Like, what's the
Okay,
motivation?
okay. That I thought that was pretty funny. Like that scene where he's like, "Oh my goodness, Spider-Man, you got me a cake.
There's
How sweet of you."
there's definitely funny moments in this movie, but it doesn't mean it's a good movie. Like, so,
Like,
yeah. So, and then there's like then they introduce the Green Goblin kid, fucking Dane DeHaan.
yeah, what that? Who is that kid? He's real shitty.
Dane DeHaan?
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know.
real
He's
shitty at
he's been
acting.
in some stuff.
He's V bad.
See,
Like,
the thing about Dane DeHaan is like when he in this movie when he goes full Green Goblin, he looks really scary, but like he's already looks like he has some sort of disease. So like already he looks fucking disgusting. Like
well, he's got like fucking like this problem where every time he smiles, it like stretches out his skin, and you can see every bone in his face and his neck, like every
yeah.
fucking time. It's gross.
So when they introduced this character, like he was apparently friends with Peter at some point. It's like okay, but
This is
don't like do this weird thing where like they lost connection and like they're not friends really. I don't know. It was so poorly written. I can't even like describe it.
yeah, I know what you're saying. It was basically their way of saying like, oh fuck, we forgot to put Harry in the first goddamn movie, so let's just write some bullshit about how they haven't talked in a while.
Sure. So they're trying to like reconnect over like his dead parents, and
Oh.
it's like that's another big weird thing in this movie is his parents like invented the spider shit or his dad did, and then he like leaves that video on like a train. Why the fuck was it on a train? Did it like
my beef is that of all the people to get bitten by this spider, it just so happens to
yeah,
be
the only
like
one that it could possibly work for because of his genetic makeup or whatever? And it's like that to me feels like it takes away a lot because he's the only one that could have ever had it.
yeah, fucking unbelievable. And the odds of that happening are like probably like 2 trillion to 1.
Probably higher, but you know that seems like a good estimate.
Or one in 2 trillion. But you get the point. If there's like one or however fucking many of these spiders and they're in containment, he just so happens to be the one kid who could get past Oscorp security and get into the spider. I don't know. It's such bullshit to me.
It was so bad.
It
Like,
was
why?
like
First of all, why does his parents have anything to do with the spider thing? Like, so dumb. First of all,
when I first fucking saw the first movie, I legitimately thought that they were hinting at the fact that this motherfucker was like in Shield, and I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. They're gonna link this up now, and that's gonna be pretty cool. But no, no,
nope, nope.
no. Why would they do that? It would only make them fuck loads of money. That's all it would do. Just make them fuck loads of money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like,
Fuck.
why not make a good script? No. So then, like, Jamie Foxx is like this useless bad guy that like is just like, what's the point of him being in the movie? Like,
Yeah, if he can get fucking diffused by water.
it's like he would be a fine villain, but like he didn't do anything in the movie. First of all,
Yeah.
his motivation was weird that he hated Spider-Man. Like all of a sudden, like, because
Yeah.
Spider-Man doesn't remember him,
My,
so
my
he's
big
just mad at Spider-Man, and then now he's a villain. What? That doesn't make any sense.
My biggest beef is that he goes from being this incredibly simple, stupid man who just doesn't understand anything socially to immediately becoming this like villainous mastermind who can come up with master plans
Sure.
and shit. Like what
What?
the
What did he
like
have? Was the blueprints for that like electric thing at the end? Is that what those were for?
yeah, it's what he dropped in the beginning. But fucking just so shitty. Like his character development was like this. It was flat, and then it just like did a spike. Like it was fucking weird.
Yeah. But one of my favorite parts about that character though is when he goes into electric mode, his tooth gap closes, which it was a little quip that I thought was hilarious.
I don't understand why that's
Like,
funny.
because he had like a tooth gap, right?
Hmm.
When he goes into electric mode,
Oh,
closes.
yeah, I never even thought about that.
I actually like I was like falling asleep, and then that happened, and I'm like, ah, what the fuck?
I fell asleep the first time I attempted to watch this movie, and I legit wasn't gonna pick it up again until you said we should do a podcast on it. Like I was not gonna finish this
No,
movie.
there's no reason to. There's no reason to watch this movie. That's why it's like just listen to what we have to say here, and then you can decide for yourself if you want to sit through this fucking. It's like I don't know. It's like an hour and a half or something. It's not that long, but
No, dude, no. This movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes.
is it actually? I
It
must
is
have fallen asleep for a lot of
it's,
it.
it's 2 hours and 20
It's
minutes,
so
dude.
boring.
Yeah, it's shit. Like, there's no action in the first, like, hour 10. It's all just like, I'm Peter Parker, and oh, my girlfriend left me, and now we're gonna become fuck buddies. This is.
Oh yeah, we haven't even gotten into the fucking Gwen Stacy yet.
Fucking Gwen Stacy. Emma Stone is a fine actress.
Sure,
Why not, right?
sure,
But wouldn't fucks with her as Gwen Stacy ever.
absolutely not.
And I think with Emma Stone, like I know that she's kind of a funny person in real life, and I think when she saw this script, I think she knew how hard they were clowning and was like, "All right, I'm not gonna put my full effort into this."
yeah, not many people on the cast were trying. It looked like.
Yeah, no. Andrew Garfield was trying because let's be honest, this is all he's got.
Yeah, what is it gonna do?
Yeah, Emma Stone, she
Social
can get
Network
fucking
sequel?
yeah, fucking Emma Stone can get parts for days,
Sure,
parts for
sure.
days because she's hot, right?
Easy A2.
Yeah,
After
hell yeah.
college or something.
Super bad too.
Oh yeah, super bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what else she's been in. Fuck if I know.
Um, other movies, but I couldn't. There are others, and I'm sure I could think of them, but not right now.
Not
But
That's wasting brain power, really.
yeah, and it's wasting good pod time.
Good pod time.
But yeah, I don't know. Andrew Garfield was going hard, but he was doing that. The thing is what I didn't like is that they could have made Andrew like Spider-Man's character snarky and like witty, but instead of making him snarky and witty, they made him cocky and douchey. Just like the
Yeah.
biggest fucking cock. Like I
feel
wanted to slap him in the dick.
Yeah, he was like, it was written so poorly. I think there was a lot of like reshoots too, because some of it looked good, and then some of it was like fucking horrible and
Yeah.
like didn't make sense. So it's like it didn't feel like a finished movie. Like
Yeah.
we'll talk more about unfinished movies when we hit TMNT, but like this felt weird, man.
It
Like
was fucking like fucking it's like as they were filming, they're like, oh fuck nah, that doesn't make sense. Let's make a change to the script, and then they're like, wait a minute, if we
it
change
did
that.
kind of feel like that. Like they were writing it as they were going. Like 'cause
Yeah.
by the end, like there was no payoff for anything really.
No, and then fucking like Paul Giamatti just shows up at the end for no
Yeah.
fuckity reason. Just to be like, oh yeah, I'm another villain that they packed into this movie, but didn't want to give me a lot of screen time.
Here's the thing about that. Like I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, there's going to be too many villains in this, but it's like that was hardly the problem. The problem was they had all these villains and they didn't do anything with them.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. At least fucking Spider-Man 3 had like Sandman doing shit.
Yeah,
You
like
know?
they made him part of it. Like I didn't like
Yeah,
how they made him like the guy that killed his Uncle Ben or whatever, but like still.
yeah. And then my favorite part about Spider-Man 3 is like at the very end, he's like, he kills Venom, and then Sandman's like, oh fuck, like I'm sort of in a corner now, and he's like, hey Spider-Man. Spider-Man's like, yeah. He's like, sir. He's like, sorry. And Spider-Man's okay. Like that was it. That was the end of it.
Yeah.
And then
Didn't you say like too late or something like that?
No, he said fucking he said he did his whole little apology, and then Spider-Man goes, I understand, while crying because he's fucking the crying Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Fucking crying. That's probably the most dumbass bullshit thing I've ever seen in a movie. Besides maybe fucking Gaptooth filling in.
It was weird though because there's a lot of points in this movie where I was actually laughing, but like it's so fucking bad. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's basically unwatchable. Like half the shit I didn't know what was happening.
And the action scenes were so anticlimactic. Like,
One thing I did like though was like I feel like they got the Spider-Man CGI down pretty good in this movie.
yeah, it was better. I didn't
It
like
fe-
his new suit looked like it didn't fit him very well.
It kind of looked like he was in there though. Like in like Spider-Man, like the ones with Tobey Maguire, that's like clearly just like it's just a CGI Spider-Man. In this one, at least it kind of looked like him in there. Like
I guess I don't know. It looked like it super didn't fit him. All right, hold on. We're gonna go back to a little bit of cooking here.
yeah, I don't
All
know. Definitely the CGI has
So,
improved since Sam Raimi's movie. Although
well, that was fucking like what 2003, 2004. I don't know.
yeah, no, probably earlier,
Fucking
probably like
sometime.
2001, because I think Spider-Man 2 was 2002, or maybe the first one was 2002. One of them was
okay.
2002. So how's the?
All right, so I'm emptying the contents of this. I just emptied the contents of this into a colander,
Mhm.
and now I'm gonna put this back on the stove, and we're gonna throw in some milk and some butter. So let's grab that out of the thing.
I'm surprised you can.
We got our milk. It's margarine, no name.
Oh, okay, so like the 99-cent one for the tub.
So yeah, we got this little tub, no name margarine. Oh man, so we pour in a little bit of milk. You're supposed to measure it, but I'm pouring. I don't have measuring cups, so just
Absolutely
estimate.
Well, you're porous, absolutely not.
You just gotta estimate, and then it's like 2 teaspoons of margarine. And I just always slip it off with my finger, even though it's kind of gross.
No, that's fine. If
Because,
you're eating it,
like I
doesn't matter.
said. Yeah, true. Oh, gross! It's fucking. Oh God, it got everywhere. Oh Jesus Christ!
You know what I hate when you're like cooking with margarine or butter or something, and like a little bit gets on your finger, and like instinctually, if something's on your finger, you go to lick it, but you don't want to lick butter off your finger. That's fucking disgusting.
I just did. Everything tastes good to me when I'm this poor.
I guess, yeah.
I eat fucking margarine by like the spoonful.
Yeah, well, that fills you up, you know.
Yeah, it's true. I can, this $1 tub of margarine. This could be like 4 dinners. We got the cheese stew in here, and we're mixing it up. I'll give you guys a little taste here. What's going on here? We're mixing this. Oh fuck! It spilled on the floor. We're mixing her up. We're mixing her up. Some of that butter hasn't melted yet, so let's throw her back onto the stove, and I'll wait about 2 minutes, and then we'll clown about on that a bit more in a second.
Wow. All right.
That's cooking. This is how you cook as a poor human being.
Yeah, poor people cooking with Chadley.
Ugh.
You're gonna be the next epic mealtime, that's for sure.
Poor people cooking. Right up there. Next time we'll make chicken fries with potato chips.
Oh wow. Sounds great.
Mhm. It's gonna be great.
So Spider-Man, I don't know what else do we have to cover? Oh, okay. Gwen Stacy dies.
Oh yeah, like his fucking reaction to Gwen Stacy dying was hilarious when he's like, Gwen, like he's fucking like.
Here's the thing though with this is the way they did it is far different than what happened in the comic. So now like, do you know how she dies in the comic?
Yeah, he fucking grabs her with the web and he breaks her fucking neck.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Where did he grab her in this one? Like around the waist?
Yeah, about the waist.
But like that's not what killed her, I don't think. What killed her is when she hit the ground.
Yeah, that's right.
So like that completely like removes the responsibility of him killing her. Like that's a big thing in the comic, right? Is he has the weight of killing her.
Yeah,
and he could just walk away. Like now he's out of the relationship and he's good to go.
Yeah, which he kind of wanted. He kind of wanted to be out anyways, man.
Yeah, and like that's just like I just don't feel like they like knew what they were doing when they were writing this movie.
I didn't know if they'd ever read a comic book before.
Sure, that like creative differences. All right, that's fine. Like obviously it's not going to be directly from the source material, but like well they made some of the dumbest fucking decisions ever when they're changing it. Like
yeah, this was shitty, man. This was really shitty.
So that brings us probably to the final fight. With fights.
Fucking. Sorry, go on.
No, you can.
I was saying, like, when fucking Rhino showed up for no reason.
Well, even before that, he fights the electric guy, and kills him, and then fights Green Goblin. And I don't even remember what happens at the end of that. I was so fucking bored.
I like that that they killed him primarily for the purpose of not having to deal with the fact that that character was sad and lonely.
Yeah.
Come on, we all know that's what it was.
And then, then Paul Giamatti shows up, and you're like, huh. I hope this is like at the end of The Incredibles, when the mole people show up, and then there's just never a sequel. That's what I'm
Yeah, me too, buddy. But, you know, it's already in the works, so don't worry about that.
Of course it is.
Fucking.
I'm sure. I haven't looked it up, but I'm sure it made money. I guarantee you, it made money.
Yeah, hold on. Let's find out. Let's find out right now just how much this garbage hole made.
Yeah.
Fucking it was so stupid. Like I couldn't believe it. It was one of those movies where everyone told me it was really bad, and I was like, you know what? It's Spider-Man, so let's sit down and clown about on this for a little while. And you're like, holy fuck, like. It's sort of like how I felt about the Mass Effect 3 ending. Everybody told me it was bad, and I was like, nah, it's going to be all right. Then I got there, and I was like, oh, shit.
Wow,
yeah.
that is
holy
awful.
fuck. This movie made $508 million.
Okay, how much did it cost to make? Like $200 million?
It cost $200 million, and it made $708 million. So I just deducted.
Okay, I see.
They made $508 million off the shittiest script that they could have come up with.
That's fuck, man. I'm glad I pirated the shit out of that movie.
Fucking so did I, man. I didn't fucking see it in theaters.
I would never pay much money for that, but that's. I can't believe they made that much. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't contribute. So now I have poured the macaroni back into this little sauce that I've created with the butter and the milk.
Mm-hmm.
Now we mix her up for a little while. Nope, shit, fuck, dropping all over the floor. Who gives a shit? It's a dirt den, right?
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck?
You got like some rotten bananas on top of your microwave there?
Yep, buddy. Yeah, buddy, I do. Because I don't eat fruits and vegetables. Just weird, gross stuff. Just stuff that takes a gratuitous amount of milk and butter to create.
Oh yeah, that's why you're getting so fucking big, Chadley.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big Chadley over there.
I gained like 50 pounds this year. That's not even a joke. I'm not even clowning on that. That's real.
I can see your chest from here, Chadley. And most of your body's off screen. It's just your chest and gullet on screen.
All right, now we let that sit for a few minutes.
So that's Spider-Man. We're done with that, I think.
Yeah, I'm done talking about Spider-Man.
It was awful. It was awful.
So shitty. If you haven't seen it, do not.
Don't see. Here's a little tidbit of advice. Don't see it.
Thing is that if they do make a sequel, literally the only thing you need to know, Gwen Stacy died. That's it.
Yep.
That's all you need to know. And I've just told you.
So we're gonna move on to our top 5 Bobby Williams movies. This is a tribute to Bobby Williams.
Rest in
man.
peace.
That actually hit me harder than I thought it would, honestly.
Me too. Like I was very, very upset. Like for days, I still am pretty upset. Oh man, I couldn't believe how upset I was. You know what I mean?
Like I never expected, because like there's a lot of, this has been a heavy year for the death pool. So like a lot of celebrities have died, and like some of them have hit harder than others. Like Philip Seymour Hoffman was a big one for me just because he's so fucking good. But like nothing like Robin Williams. Robin Williams is the next level, man.
Yeah, like this, I'm legitimately more upset about Robin Williams than I was about Michael Jackson.
Sure, me too. Absolutely. Michael Jackson didn't have that fucking hold on my childhood like Robin Williams did.
I think this might be the most affected I've been by a celebrity death ever.
Sure, I would agree with that probably. I would agree with that.
It's and the way that he died too really fucked me up. Like it's just, I don't know. You never know what people are going through, you know, and it really strikes you.
Yeah, absolutely. But in honor of him, he was in some good movies and he was in some shitty movies. Let's be honest here. He wasn't in all masterpieces.
Let's be honest. Jack was no amazing film.
Jack was fucking horrible. One time you told me that movie was good, and I'm like, no way.
I remember Patch Adams also is real shitty.
Yeah, Patch Adams is quite bad.
But he also did some fucking incredible films.
Sure, yeah. You know, I heard a great story about Popeye, even though that's a horrible movie. I heard a great story about it. They filmed that movie in Malta. We all know Malta. It's a small island off Italy, where Zach Lepsey was born. Apparently, Robin Williams couldn't get cocaine on Malta, so they got these Persian supermodels to smuggle in cocaine in their pussies. So like that movie was made on Robin Williams pussy cocaine. That's how that movie was made. So like I appreciate it a little more now.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Pussy cocaine. Okay, all right. So let's hold on. Before we go any further, I just this is done. This concoction I've made, and yeah, it just needs to do one more. We just need to do one more step. We need to season it with some stuff. Okay, so here's me pouring some into a bowl.
What kind of seasoning do you put on there?
Oh, the best kind. There we go. There's some of that. So there's the bowl. I'm gonna go into the fridge right quick. And this is what I got. I got, of course, you know, classic no-name ketchup.
Jesus Christ.
No-name brand ketchup, and you put that on there. Yeah, that's gonna be fucking good. And then you take this President's Choice hot sauce.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And you just dump like fucking boatloads of that shit on there. You mix it up.
Because it's such a no-name brand, it doesn't taste spicy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's basically red water. Oh shit! Fuck! Oh god damn it!
Did you spill that on your laptop?
All over my laptop. Oh god damn it!
You're gonna be like typing and it's gonna get on your fingers and you're gonna touch your eye on accident. It's gonna hurt.
Fucking spicy. Oh shit! It's in between the keys. What have I done? Oh Jesus! Oh, I'm a fucking monster. What is wrong with me? I'm an infant.
You're a fucking infant, Chadley.
Yeah, fucking disgusting. Jesus. Titty fucking Christ.
So,
Okay.
the Robin Williams list, I think 5 years ago, my list probably would have been a lot different, you know. But these are some of his actual good performances, I thought. So, my number five.
Yeah, Go ahead.
My number five is The Fisher King. Have you ever seen The Fisher King?
Yeah, that's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's
pretty
Jeff Bridges, Terry Gilliam, very Terry Gilliam, like the sideways shots and like
Yeah.
weirdness, a lot of weirdness. It's a good movie. And I like it mainly because Robin Williams, like, he can play like any character really, and like a post-traumatic stress homeless person, that's no problem for Robin Williams. That it's good. Yeah, it's basically about a radio DJ who like makes fun of people on air, and then like the guy goes shoots up a restaurant, and then Robin Williams' wife dies, and he's like a homeless person after that. And it's about kind of like the quest of helping him, and it's a good movie. I like it a lot.
It's heavy.
It is, yeah, it's quite heavy, but it's got its moments though. It's pretty funny too. There's a lot of funny moments in it.
My number 5 Robin Williams movie is a movie called 1 Hour Photo.
Oh, that's a great one. That just barely missed my list.
Yeah, it's about this really kind of introverted he does, what is it? It's not even a job anymore. Yeah, he's a photo developer. It's like not even a job anymore.
Basically. It's Walmart.
Yeah, but you can do fucking like it on a machine now.
Yeah, absolutely.
A machine has taken this man's job. But yeah, he's been developing photos for this family for years, and then he becomes very attached to this family, and like does everything he can to be close to this family who doesn't even know him as anything but the photo developer. And he's really quite good in it. It's really
creepy.
He's quite creepy in it, and it's very good. It's very good.
It's a good movie, yeah. That would probably been my number 6 if we were doing a top 10.
Yeah.
I like that movie a lot. I saw that one. I watched that one recently, actually. I watched a lot of Robin Williams movies recently, actually.
Me too, actually.
So my number 4, I guess. Number 4 is Good Morning Vietnam.
Goddamn great movie. That's the one that barely missed my list.
Yeah. There's so many great lines in that one, like "sucky sucky $5,"
Yeah.
Just like classic shit, like.
And that last King of Scotland guy, Forrest Whitaker's in it too, and he's fucking
Forrest
awesome.
Whitaker is in it. Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah. Forrest Whitaker. But yeah, that movie's excellent.
That's a good one. I haven't seen that in a while. I might have to watch that again.
My number 4 is a movie that I actually watched just a few nights ago, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, yes.
Classic comedy about a man who dresses up as a nanny.
Sure, like it's one of those things too. It was like early '90s, '93 to be exact, and like there wasn't a lot of like that cross-dressing stuff. That came later.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mostly Tyler Perry. But like, that was a time when like that was weird probably for people.
Yeah, and it was funny, like it was like, oh my god, that man is dressed like a woman, fucking
sure, yeah. Robin Williams did a lot of stuff like that, like in the '90s, like stuff that wasn't generally accepted, like The Birdcage. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, that movie's awesome.
Yeah, it's like he was just a gay guy in it, and like in the '90s that wasn't a big thing.
That was
at least.
That was voodoo.
Yeah.
So what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Death to Smoochie.
Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah, dude, I fucking love that movie. It's not really a Robin Williams movie per se, though. I mean, he's in it.
It's more Ed Norton than anything.
It's more of an Ed Norton joint. It's dark comedy at its finest, man.
I wouldn't say at its finest. That movie, I will be honest. My brother and I were really, 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 really obsessed with that movie when we were kids. and I've probably seen that movie more times than any other movie I've seen in my life. And as an adult watching it back, I'm like, fuck, that sucks. How did I see that? Like, we used to watch it. We used to put it on every single night on the TV and then fall asleep watching it. Like, literally every night for like 3 years we did that. So I could probably quote that whole movie. It doesn't mean that I think it's that awesome, but I could.
Sure.
My number three is Dead Poets Society.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good one.
Starring Ethan Hawke and Robin Williams. He's he's a literature teacher, and he inspires these kids to seize the day and do things for the passion. And then this one kid, which it's actually strange because it's actually an anti-suicide movie, because this one kid, he seizes the day and he goes into a play, and his father, played by Red from that '70s show, gets really mad because he doesn't he thinks that Shakespeare's dumb and stuff, and the kid kills himself, and it's
that's right.
Yeah, it's powerful. It's powerful, and Robin Williams is great in it.
That's probably his best performance. Well, it's at least up there.
Not his best performance, but I'd say it's his second best performance. I'm not going to say what his first is yet because it's still on my list.
Absolutely.
All right, go ahead with your number two.
Number 2, Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. Fucking amazing.
Really good movie.
Watched it yesterday.
Yep. Matt Damon in his glory.
Yeah, that was like the first movie Matt Damon did. He did that right out of college.
That was an early one for him.
And he wrote it too.
Yeah.
And Robin Williams, he's so fucking good in that movie because he encapsulates hope in that movie, and that's what's so good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My number 2 is a goddamn classic, Aladdin.
Yeah, of course. Aladdin's amazing.
Fucking love me some Disney. Fucking love me some Aladdin. What an
that'd be your
incredible
number
film.
1, honestly. But...
No, it's my number 2. My number 2 is Aladdin. Fucking, he's so funny in it, and from what I've heard, he actually ad-libbed a ton of his lines, like with his impressions and stuff like that, and he's just, I don't know, he is the only person who could have pulled that off as well as he did.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's back in the day when they didn't ad-lib anything either.
Yeah.
That's a relatively new thing, like the last 10 years when there's been improv in movies.
Yeah, fucking Robin Williams was the godfather of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So my number 1, probably not his best movie, but it means the most to me. That's Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, what a great movie.
Yeah, it's the first movie I think I ever saw him in. I watched it a lot as a kid. And it's so funny. Everything about it's hilarious. It's a really funny movie.
Yeah. My number one, of course, Good Will Hunting.
Absolutely.
Fucking just so good. I would even say Good Will Hunting might be one of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah.
It might be my
good movie. It's a good movie. If you haven't seen that shit, go watch it.
It's fucking excellent.
The first movie you should go watch.
Mm-hmm. If you're going back to Robin Williams' repertoire, which I'm sure a lot of you bandwagon jumpers are doing right now.
Yeah, fucking bandwagon jumpers.
Hop on Good Will Hunting immediately. I don't even give a shit that you're a bandwagon.
Yeah.
See Good Will Hunting. Very good. So that's that. That's our list of best Robin Williams movies.
Hell yeah. Go check some of those out if you haven't seen them, man.
I need to rewatch Birdcage.
Birdcage is good. I watched that a couple nights ago. It's on Netflix.
Is it really?
Yup.
Sweet. I'm gonna check that out tonight, probably.
Yeah, that's a fun one. It's a fun one. What's that guy's name? Something Lane.
Nathan Lane.
Nathan Lane, yeah.
He's fucking hilarious.
Perfect. He's a classic gay, man. He's a classic gay.
He's actually gay, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, and he plays a gay guy on Modern Family as well.
Oh, that's right too. Yeah, he's good, man. He's really good.
Yeah, he's fucking. But he can also play a straight man quite well.
Sure, yeah.
If you've seen Producers, he's.
Yeah, he was good in Producers.
He's fucking He's sort of he creates women as a sex object, and he does it well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Rest in peace, Robin Williams.
Yeah, that sucks.
He created there are so many movies that I wanted to put on this list that I couldn't.
Oh yeah. Well, let's go through some more of his other ones that were great.
Bicentennial Man. As much as people don't like it, I actually do love that movie.
I haven't seen that in a long time, but I
Yeah.
remember it being all right.
Yeah. Artificial Intelligence he's in.
I've never seen that.
It's good. Even like Robots was not bad.
Yeah, Robots is okay.
Um,
I kind of like World's Greatest Dad. Not gonna lie.
I think it's all right. I think it's all right. I think for how he died, it's a bit touchy right now.
Sure,
That
yeah.
movie. Um, Jumanji, also a classic.
Jumanji's good. I think
Even
Hook's pretty bad, but
you
a
don't
lot of
like
people
Hook.
like it. Nah.
I love Hook. So good. So goddamn good. That was another one that like nearly missed the list.
I know it's pretty popular movie. I just don't think it's that good, you know.
Hmm. That's your take on it, but yeah, I love Hook.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even like Happy Feet wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
I
Um,
barely remember that movie.
I remember a movie you and I used to watch all the time when we were in like middle school. We used to watch Night at the Museum all the time.
Oh yeah, Night of Museums. The first one's good. I don't think I saw the other one.
Yeah, the second one's not so good. The third one is coming out this December. He finished filming that bad boy before he
All right,
died.
all right, all right. I checked out that movie you just did recently, The Angriest Man in Brooklyn. It's okay.
Is it?
It's okay.
I've heard it's quite good, so I was thinking about watching it, but
It's certainly not his best movie, but it's good. It's
yeah.
definitely watchable. It's definitely watchable.
Yeah, all right. Well, that puts me at ease a little bit.
Better than Man of the Year.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that movie. That's the one where he's like the president or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very
That movie
strange.
just it didn't make much sense, but it didn't make much sense.
I remember it being quite boring as well.
It's yeah, it's okay for a bit, and then it's like, all right, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, he makes jokes and he's the president.
oh, he's
What?
a comedian. He's a president. Huh,
Speaking of which,
weird.
did you see fucking like George Bush doing the ALS bucket challenge?
No.
Fucking amazing. And then at the end he nominated Billiard Clinton.
Fucking awesome.
It's so great. Fucking amazing.
Ice bucket challenge, but on my dick.
Oh man. There's been some
So
good ones. Been some good of those ALS bucket challenge. Fucking Kermit the Frog. That shit's classic.
yeah, yeah, fucking Kermit the Frog.
Although I don't think he should be allowed to nominate people because technically he's a puppet and didn't actually get wet.
It's just, I guess. He's
And he
also not a
nominated.
person.
He also nominated people who had done it already.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Fucking
he.
amateur junior varsity Kermit.
Yeah, he didn't do his research worth shit. He nominated fucking. He set the like whoever put this together. They set up the whole set and got the Kermit hand up in there. Was fucking clowning around with Kermit the Frog. Didn't even check if Ricky Gervais and Ty Burrell had done it. They already had, and he nominated them both.
Fuck. I feel like everybody's done it at this point.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I haven't done it,
Well, don't you
thankfully.
dare put any fucking water near me, that's for sure. Hey, here's the thing. Go donate to ALS. But here's the other thing. You don't have to dump water on you. You can just donate.
So let's move on to our. We
This is
briefly touched on.
the main event of the evening.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Holy
Oh,
fuck.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I was excited just because, like, I was hoping that he wouldn't fuck it up too hard. But my
Oh,
God.
did he ever? You know what?
'Cause,
You know
like,
what's?
even if it was on, like, Transformers level of bad, I would have been fine with that.
But
No.
this was beyond Transformers bad.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: is that if you're watching a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie and you're literally counting down the seconds until Vern Fenwick is on fucking screen again, you're not doing it right.
That's
Like,
absolutely right.
fucking unbelievable. Like Will Arnett was awesome in that movie. And
Will
like
Arnett stole the show for sure.
fucking unbelievably funny. So good. But the
But
rest of it,
to me, this wasn't a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. This was an April O'Neil movie.
oh fucking absolutely. There was the Ninja Turtles in the first like 40 minutes.
This
And it
was
was like
like,
an hour and a half.
and once they arrived, they just felt like placeholders. They didn't feel like they were actually there.
Yeah, they felt they didn't feel like characters at all. And I get that they're supposed to be like those caricature bits, right? But they didn't do a good job of showing the
They
connection
also
that those four
didn't
had.
they didn't feel like they were teenagers. Like I guess besides Raphael, but like
No, I'd say Michelangelo felt like a teenager.
yeah, that's what I meant. Michelangelo. Raphael was the badass.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't like, especially because they're all voiced by like 40-year-old dudes.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like, there was so many poor decisions. First poor decision, of course, I don't think we really need to touch on this very much, but they couldn't have got like I remember when they announced Megan Fox as April O'Neil, I'm like, oh, that's kind of a weird cast, but maybe they'll make it work. They
Yeah.
didn't. They
Nope,
didn't.
absolutely not.
They didn't give a shit. They were just like, Megan Fox, just go and be tits on the screen and just
Yeah,
do
be
whatever it
Megan,
is to do.
be classic Megan Fox.
Yep.
She's awful, man. She's so bad.
Fuck Megan Fox, man. Fuck that bitch. Here's
That's sure. That's the first misstep of many.
here's the deal. I am patiently waiting for the day. There's been 5 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. There's
Mhm.
5 in existence right now. I am patiently awaiting the day when one filmmaker has the balls to put Krang in a real-life Ninja Turtles movie.
Hell yeah.
Fucking Krang is the greatest villain, maybe not only in Ninja Turtles history, but in fucking cartoon history.
Krang is
So
great, man.
so fucking awesome. And of course, we got our like little Japanese backstory stuff with bullshit with
That
Shredder.
was added in later. I don't know
Yeah,
if you know that, but that was added in later
because originally they wanted to have the guy who played Eric Sachs as
to be
Shredder,
Shredder. Yeah,
and people were
absolutely.
like, "The fuck!" Like there was like so many times where they announced stuff about this movie, and people were like, "You're fucking stupid, man! Like, what? Do you even know what you're doing? Like, you
No,
just,
he absolutely does not know what he's doing.
It's like, so Ninja Turtles are from space, and people were like, what are you talking about? No, they're not. And he's like, okay, no, they're not.
Nope, 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 absolutely not.
So Shredder is a businessman white dude. No, he's fucking not. He's an Asian guy. Nope, yep, you're right. You got me
Yep,
on that one.
correct.
I was just
Half the
testing
movie
you.
was reshots. Half the movie was reshots for sure. Because like
Yeah.
the storyline didn't make any fucking sense. At one point, like April O'Neil was talking about how like, or I think it was Shredder or not Shredder,
Stacks.
Splinter. I think it was Splinter. He was talking about how like there was a fire and that's how the dad died.
Yeah.
And then later, the businessman guy's like, and I shot your father. It's like, what was it? Like, did he die in a fire, or did you shoot him?
I like that it's pretty obvious that Eric Sachs is originally supposed to be Shredder
Yeah.
because there's that part where fucking Will Arnett goes ape shit on him before the whole final fight and fucking like slams him with a telescope and then dude isn't in the rest of the movie. Not in the rest of the movie. My favorite
Wow. I didn't even notice that, but yeah.
my favorite thing is that if you really think about that ending, technically Eric Sachs got away with it. No
Absolutely
repercussion.
Absolutely right. There's nothing nothing went down with that guy.
No, nothing. Shredder died, and then
Yeah,
they showed.
barely anything was resolved in this movie, but there wasn't a conflict really, so it didn't matter.
Also, their plan might be the dumbest plan ever. Like their plan to release the toxins into the air, and then like if the toxins are coming out of your building,
That
and
was
then
very unclear to like the whole like problem in the movie. Like Shredder wanted to release the toxins, and then Eric Sachs just wanted to take over the world. Like, is he still taking over the world? Because like I don't know what his thing was. Like compared to Shredder's thing, they had different plans. Like I just don't get. I didn't get any of it because it didn't make any sense.
they seem to be partners, but their plans didn't really coincide very well.
There wasn't really a plan. Like that was the big problem.
Yeah. The plan was to extract the Ninja Turtles' blood for
Sure.
something. They
Something.
never explained why they were doing it.
Yeah, I feel like there's like that's why I feel like this movie was unfinished because there's like so much shit that just like wasn't explained and then like it just trailed off. Nothing happened to it. Like I don't know.
Let's be fair here for a second, though. 3 days. 3 days after this fucking like sludge bucket of like fecal matter was dropped onto screens across America and Canada, They fucking announced that they were making a second one.
Yeah.
So clearly that end resolution, they noticed it too. They watched the movies and
They're
they're like,
like, I'm gonna
"Oh
have to give this one
Jesus."
a
Yeah. Oh Jesus, dude, did anybody else watch that? And they're all like, "Fuck." Like we're fucked. The movie there's so much I want to talk about this movie. The two best characters in the
Well,
franchise weren't
sure.
present. Krang, of course, we already talked about that, and fucking Casey Jones was
Yeah, what
for some reason fucking like knocked over so that we could have
you
the
couldn't
fucking
fit him into this hour and 20-minute joint?
yeah, and
Do you have enough time?
they replaced him with the fucking camera guy who did not have a character in the cartoon,
Yeah, Will Arnett, man.
and they
I'm
fucking
kind of glad they did that, but that's fine.
yeah, fucking
Imagine Will Arnett with a chainsaw, though.
yeah, and with the fucking hockey mask, he would have been
Yeah,
an awesome
yeah, he would have been fine.
Casey Jones. Yeah,
And
but
then, like,
they're also saying that in the sequel, it's possible that the Ninja Turtles will go to Dimension X, which at that point they have to decide whether or not they're man or they're monkey, because they need to decide whether or not they want to throw Krang into a
they
live action
have
Ninja
to,
Turtle.
right? They have to.
Yeah, I'm also hoping that the sequel will also show Bebop and Rocksteady.
Sure, yeah, they were missing.
Fucking, everybody was missing except for April O'Neil, the Ninja Turtles, and Shredder,
And
and a scary businessman.
sure, let's talk about the Ninja Turtle screen time for a minute here.
Oh,
There's
okay.
only about like 2 scenes where they're all together. Like the whole movie, they're just breaking apart into like one-person groups.
I feel like the big problem I have is that there's that scene where they're fucking clowning about and fighting Shredder in the whatchamacallit, in the sewers,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they kidnap the three, and then he's like, "Where is the other one?" And they're like, "Dead." Who gave them that information? Who told the football?
I had
Because
a
they were
big
fucking
problem
wrong.
with that scene because I don't know what was happening in that scene. Like they bust through a wall somewhere, and then
Yeah,
like they're just
and then at
in
one
there.
point I was just like, "There's only three of them. Why is there only three of them?"
Yeah, that was never explained. Like where did he just fuck off to? Like
Yeah.
he was going to get like a soda or some shit. Like
Fuck this shit. I'm out. He goes to fucking Pizza Hut, and man, that Pizza Hut commercial they slammed right into the middle of that movie was shameless. That wasn't a scene. That was a Pizza Hut commercial. That was a commercial for Pizza Hut. It wasn't a scene. They took us away from the movie to fucking give us a word from their fucking advertisers. Like that was unbelievable. I remember the second he slammed down that Pizza Hut logo right there up in my face, 3D and everything, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me right now.
sure, yeah. There was a lot of that in like Expendables 3 too. That was just like clearly product placement. Like, oh, it was ridiculous.
Unbelievable. And like I don't mind product placement. What I hate is when product placement is that blatant.
Yeah, absolutely. Like in Mac and Me,
Yeah, Mac and me. It was
where he's like holding the Skittles
yeah,
or
he's holding
whatever.
the skills like right out. I honestly think the Pizza Hut plug in this movie was worse than anything that happened in Mac and Me. Oh, maybe not the dance at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a
But
bit
other than
worse.
that,
Other than that, and that's saying a lot. Like,
absolutely.
like this is
That's the
this
most product placement movie I can think of.
this is worse than the fucking Reese's Pieces product placement in E.T. Like
Yeah.
fucking, this is worse than the Heineken product placement in fucking Skyfall. Like this
Yeah.
fucking
Skyfall. Heineken.
fucking so bad. Like I am like like I knew that was gonna happen because that always happens in Ninja Turtles, right? You always get the little catch a glimpse of Pizza Hut, but
Sure.
never like that with the fucking logo slammed right in your face. It took up the whole of the screen. That logo took up the whole of the screen, and it's like fucking like I said, it's all 3D and shit, so it's like right there, it's right in front of your face. It didn't even make me want Pizza Hut. It literally just made me mad.
Well, there's a lot of this movie that made me mad. That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah, Jesus. Jesus, man. Um, where else do we go from there?
I don't know.
What was
There's
like
like the downhill snow scene is really weird to me. I don't know. It just was
yeah,
weird.
that was another one because everything looked so similar. I didn't know if they were near the top or near the bottom of that hill like at all times.
Yeah. Okay. There's that.
Yeah.
Then there was some stuff like it was short, right? Like, am I
Yeah.
remembering this correctly? This movie was not very long.
Mm-hmm.
So then like
About
they
an
go to
hour 25.
yeah, so then they go to like this they do like a classic trope. It's a rooftop fight to disarm a bomb. And Shredder, what was he? Just made of knives? Like it
Yeah.
was the most
Yeah.
ridiculous Shredder costume ever. He was just like a made of knives. But guess what? Never stabbed anybody with any of the knives. He's just
And
like
you know what else was really dumb about Shredder? You know how like he could do that thing where he could go whoosh, and then like all the knives would pop out?
hmm
He did that reveal maybe 9 times.
yeah. I don't
Like
recall him ever hitting anybody with the knives. Like he just was like
we we get it. You have a lot of knives. And then he fucking beat Splinter in a fight and he was like, "Oh, you're my mortal enemy" and all this stuff. And didn't even have the nerve to finish him off. He just like kind of wounded him and then walked out. Thinking like
yeah.
that's good enough. No, it's not good enough. I know this is a Nickelodeon movie, but there like realistically, he would fucking stab that rat in the face.
Yeah, I agree. Like the turtles themselves, like like
Shitty.
they were bad. Like
Yeah, the voice acting wasn't very good, even from Johnny Knoxville. Like it was all very no name type stuff.
yeah, and like
And
they just like they didn't build up any of the characters, which they should be the centerpiece of the movie. Didn't
yeah,
build up any of them.
but they fucking built up April O'Neil for like hours.
Yeah, they kind of
That
did like a thing with like was was it Michelangelo or Raphael, one of them, where he was like kind of like angry at them or something, and then he comes back because they're brothers or whatever.
yeah, that's Raphael.
Yeah, yeah,
And he's like, "I'm gonna leave," and like they kind of just dropped that and then just kind
yeah.
of
That was
forgot
weird,
about it.
right? That was gone.
They kind of forgot about it for a while, and then later on in the movie, he's like, "Sorry, I said that," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, yeah, I guess he did say that." Yeah, we haven't discussed it since, but yeah, he did say that.
He was pretty cool though. He was big.
Raphael, Raphael, they were all big, dude. Which is another really weird thing that they did in this movie. They fucking made them all like 16 feet tall. Well, like from what I remember, the Ninja Turtles, they were all like 6 foot.
Yeah, I would think they weren't. They certainly weren't like 12. These guys were like 20 feet tall. They were certainly not that big.
Yeah, they were fucking like doing shit that they shouldn't have been able to do, like fucking throwing around those fucking storage canisters.
Oh yeah. The
How?
one the one thing I liked is when Splinter was like explaining how he trained them and he just has like a martial arts book. Like
Yeah,
that was kind of funny to me.
yeah, the fucking like baby turtles.
Yeah,
The
because he's not
fucking
because he's he's not like an actual martial artist guy. He just read it out of the book, which is funny to me.
yeah, and another thing that I really like. That's also funny because they even give him the racist accent.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah, yeah.
know who voiced Splinter?
No, who's voice Splinter?
Tony Shalhoub. He's like on that
Are
TV
you
show Monk.
serious? Tony
Yeah,
Shalhoub?
Tony Shalhoub
Tony
fucking
Shalhoub
voiced
of Monk
Splinter.
and Wings fame.
Yeah, he's on fucking Ninja Turtles as Splinter.
You know,
Um,
I would watch a Raphael movie though.
I wouldn't.
He was cool though, man.
Yeah, but the thing is because they're all fucking not characters. They're
Yeah.
all caricatures. They literally don't work without the other one, without the other three.
Although there was a lot of working without each other in this movie.
Yeah, absolutely it was, and that was part of the many problems.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know. My
And like
biggest
Leonardo, did he even have any lines? Like he was so boring. Well, I guess he's always like because he's the leader, so he's always like the straight man. But like,
Raphael's the leader.
so is he?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's right.
Raphael's the leader. Leonardo is the most filler character in history.
Yeah, he's no good.
He's literally the only one of the three who doesn't have a caricature. He just is.
Yeah.
Like Michelangelo's goofy and fucking Donatello's like, okay, that's another thing. I get that Donatello's supposed to be a nerd, but they fucking overdid the shit out of that. They fucking gave him the taped together round glasses and the
Yeah,
fucking
he had that gross
goggles,
backpack.
and he could fucking like hack computers all the time. What were they like? What were they doing with that?
Yeah, I don't know. It was fucking horrible though.
They were
Like,
so,
all I know is it was so bad.
I could literally talk about this movie for another 25 hours. Like, it's so fucking shitty. Oh, and like I knew it, and I knew it was gonna happen, and then I saw a trailer, and I was like, oh, that doesn't look so bad.
Hmm.
So then I became optimistic about it. I wish I never had. I wish I had just stayed with the fact that I think Michael Bay's gonna fuck this up, cause he did.
He sure did. He sure did, bud.
He sure did. And like nobody gives a shit about April O'Neil. Like also another thing. What? Like there's so much to say about this. What was with Whoopi Goldberg?
Oh yeah.
Why the fuck was she in that movie?
Why is she even in any movies?
I don't know. Why was she in that movie though? Like she
Yeah, that
just
was a
fucking
weird cameo.
she just fucking like popped up and then was just like you're fired and then like that was it. She had like
Whoopi Goldberg. Pretty sure she's not Jewish, but I don't know.
with a name like Goldberg, you never know. But
That's not her real name, though, for sure. I've been thinking about that since since I was like 10. I'm like, there's no way her name is Whoopi Goldberg.
fuck, there was another really weird cameo that I can't think of right now.
I don't know, dude. That movie was it was just like
Shitty.
it was an hour and 20 minutes, but it felt like it felt like 9 hours because it was so bad.
I've never seen a movie phoned in so hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. And it made money.
Yeah, it made lots. There was I fucking live in.
It's the number one at the box office right now, I think.
Like I live in a town with fucking no people in it. Theater was packed.
You went by yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I did. I go see movies all by myself, like all the time these days. I saw Planet of the Apes by myself.
Oh, we might have to do that next week.
Oh yeah, I'd be into that. Fucking love me some Planet of the Apes.
Hell yeah, monkey movies.
Monkey movies, but we can't do Sin City because apparently my town's not fucking getting it.
Okay.
So mad. Fuck that.
So, what else do you got about Ninja Turtles? I'm sure you've got at least a couple more minutes on Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I'm sure I do. Let me just think. Oh yeah, why would they fucking like at the very end, like right after Shredder died, you saw like his fucking finger moving and he had his like hand on the Ninja Turtle blood. Were they hinting at Super Shredder and then not delivering like they did in the old movies? Because if they were, they should have learned from past mistakes and said, if we're gonna do Super Shredder, let's fucking do Super Shredder.
Mm-hmm.
And they fucking hint at it a bunch of times, and I think that was kind of the overall goal for taking the turtle blood, but they never fucking said it.
Literally, they never would say anything that like would help you with the plot. Like
they want you to put all the pieces.
This is a kids movie, man. If I was a kid and saw this, I'd be like, I don't know what's happening. I like even kids can like they understand plot. Like,
that shit's more complex than Wolf of Wall Street. Like, like fucking unbelievable. How many like plot points they want you to connect the dots on?
Like it's a kids movie. You gotta spell some stuff out for them, man. Like,
especially if that is what they were going for with the Super Shredder thing. Either do it so that the kids know that that's what you were going for, or don't fucking go for that. Because kids, I'm sorry, this generation, I bet you they don't know shit about Super Shredder.
They don't know very much about Ninja Turtles. I mean, there was that one show they did like rebooted Ninja Turtles, but I don't know how long it ran for.
Yeah, I think it still is running, and it's actually pretty good, but it's not nearly as good as the fucking cartoon. Remember that one time that we binged the fucking cartoon? We watched the entire 5th season in an evening.
Oh. Yeah,
and we almost died.
Enough Ninja Turtles forever, though. Like, after seeing that, like, I never have to watch that show again.
Especially because, like, every episode is the fucking same.
It's the same. They're all the same. Like, they're really good, but they're all the same.
Oh my god, I just remembered another thing that pissed me off about that movie. At the very end, they just kind of pull up in the shell raiser.
Oh yeah.
Okay, number one, where the fuck did that come
Yeah,
from?
where did you get that from?
Like, did you just fucking have that now?
Yeah.
Like, unbelievable.
Dude,
Number
in
two.
the second one, man, if they don't fucking bang, dude, if Michelangelo and April O'Neil don't bang, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, man.
And if Will, I like, no, I want April O'Neil to bang Will Arnett because he deserves it.
I want her to bang Will Arnett and Michelangelo in a weird turtle Will Arnett threesome.
Just do a fucking spit roast on her.
Just a turtle dick, like just like. "Goo, you ever see a mutant dick?" That's what Johnny Knoxville like.
Cowabunga! Oh yeah, and then they fucking just threw that in the cowabunga.
Oh, this is
Okay.
something I wanted to say about Amazing Spider-Man, but I forgot.
Okay.
No great power, great responsibility line. It's not in any of those movies.
Yeah, no, it's not. They say something similar to it in the first movie, but it's not the line.
Yeah.
Not the line. Fucking
Or what, are
unbelievable.
you building up to it? Are you building up to the most important theme of the story? Just building up to it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That movie fuck. Like, and who's gonna say it? Like, fucking Uncle Ben had kicked it. Martin Sheen, he's gone.
Yeah.
So what? Fucking Sally Field is gonna spout that one out. I don't give a shit about Sally Field.
So that's those are the two big ones this week, TMNT and Amazing Spider-Man 2. So those were some of the worst movies of the summer. What was like your favorite movie of the summer? Because like the summer films, they're winding down.
Yeah. So far, my favorite movie of the summer is it's got to be obvious, right? It's Guardians of the Galaxy.
I haven't
Fucking,
seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
it's fucking phenomenal.
But
Um,
out of the movies I have seen, I really like 22 Jump Street.
oh
That's
yeah,
sort of early
22,
summer.
22
That's early
Jump.
summer, but like I still count it.
Yeah, that was a gooder. That movie was really funny and original in an unoriginal way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. It was self-referential pretty much the whole way
yeah,
through.
yeah. They're pretty much making fun of The Hangover 2 like the whole movie, and it was
Yeah.
awesome. But yeah, fucking 22 is good. The Planet of the Apes movie was all right. It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen. Oh, fucking.
I'll watch any monkey movie though, so that's not really.
Oh, actually, maybe not Guardians of the Galaxy because that new X-Men was not to be fucked with.
Oh, we should do that one at some point too, maybe.
Fucking yeah, that movie was not to be fucked with. But no, actually, I think Guardians was a little better. But
Hmm.
serious, that new X-Men is amazing.
Hell yeah. Is there anything you're excited for coming up? I don't know. I think most of the big stuff's done.
Sin City too, but
Yes, Sin City, I guess, is the only other one really.
I don't get it here, at least not this week.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What is coming? What else is coming out?
I don't know. We'll have to look up some stuff. But
Did you hear fucking while we're talking about movies? Did you hear they announced Godzilla 2?
okay, all right.
Yeah, you know when it's coming out?
When's it coming out?
2018.
Huh.
They
Okay.
they legitimately believe that
Oh,
their
okay. I
Godzilla
think
movie.
The
their
Giver
Go-
just came out.
oh yeah, I've heard that's I heard that's V shitty. Some old guy at the MS Walk tried to get me to watch it the other day.
Yeah. This was honestly this wasn't the best summer for movies.
Oh,
Everyone I saw was pretty
no,
bad.
yeah, cause fucking this summer, like we had fucking Ninja Turtles and Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like we
Well,
legitimately just talked about the worst movies of the summer.
yeah, and I also just finished talking about Expendables 3, which was fucking horrible, and Transformers was bad.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, I didn't see that. Oh, you know what we should fucking talk about next week?
huh.
We should fucking talk about Into the Storm.
Oh. Is that on the internet somewhere? I'm not going to see that.
I have tickets to see it just cause I fucking rule. So I don't see myself actually wanting to see it. But if we talk about it on podcast, I will actually go see it.
Okay, maybe. Okay, you were gonna do a Chadley rants on video games the movie. Let's do that real quick.
Oh yeah, okay, okay. So video games movie, another movie that came out this summer. It wasn't in theaters.
Chadley rants.
It fucking came out on YouTube. This was the most boring bullshit ever. Zach Braff fucked this shit up. He took like the moment that you get over like the fact that you're like, oh my god, I played that game. That's so amazing. You know, like when it comes on screen, you're like, oh, I played that. That's cool. The second you get over that, which is about 5 minutes into the movie, the rest of it is so fucking boring. And here's the biggest problem with this movie is that they go through the timeline of like video game history 4 times, making different points every time.
So what is this movie? It's narrated by Zach Braff or what?
No, it's narrated by Sean Astin, who sounds a hell of a lot like Patton Oswalt in this movie.
Right. Okay.
And it was produced.
Made it.
Yeah, he's the producer of it as well as he is in it. And like sometimes there's like fucking like really weird quotes taken from the people they interviewed. They're talking to Will Wheaton about last gen gaming, and this is legitimately a quote.
Will Wheaton's a fucking hack.
This is literally a quote that Will Wheaton said, and I'm wondering why they used this quote.
Uh-huh.
I really like the Xbox 360. I also really like the PS3.
End quote.
Not kidding. End quote. That was it. That was it. I couldn't fucking believe they used that. I actually had to pause and my jaw dropped. One thing that was amazing about this movie, though, is that they're talking about the video game breakdown or the video game crash of 1983 caused by E.T., the extraterrestrial video game.
Sure.
And they fucking showed this awesome TV commercial with like E.T. in like a Santa's outfit, and he's like, what do you want underneath your Christmas tree, E.T.? And then he like opens the gift, and it's fucking E.T. the video game, and E.T. in the Santa Claus outfit fucking slams this shit into the Atari and starts playing it. Shit was so funny, but that was a ripped from TV commercial, and it was legitimately the most entertaining part of the whole movie. It was like a fucking like book report. Remember how in middle school we had to like stand up afterwards, like stand up after we read a book and be like, "This was what I thought about The Thief Lord by Cornelia Funk."
Solid book, but I don't think kids really understand the themes of The Thief Lord, really.
Okay, all right. Well, just as an example.
Podcast about The Thief Lord coming soon.
Podcast about
I want to go on Satellite High's book podcast and do The Thief Lord. Shout out to Satellite High. I'm coming on your podcast, you cocksucker.
I didn't know that was a fucking thing, but now we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking it's like a book report. It's like they got up there and Sean Astin was like, in 1980, Atari was making lots of video games.
Was it like clearly he didn't want to be there?
Kinda, I don't know. He sounded like Patton Oswalt to me. I don't know why. And like I was like, that's fucking Patton Oswalt. I looked it up and I'm like, oh no, that's that weird Hobbit dude. What the fuck? But
I always thought he was British for the longest time because I didn't see him in that much besides
LOTR.
Lord of the Rings, and then I'm like, oh, he's from California. He's got a regular dude voice.
So shitty. Like, probably, maybe besides Ninja Turtles and Amazing Spider-Man 2, the worst movie I've seen this summer.
There was a lot of bad ones, so that's what I'm saying. It's like, this wasn't a very good movie summer.
Yeah, no, Expendables 3 is apparently really shitty. Into the Storm apparently is no good. The Purge 2 came out.
Sure, awful.
Yeah,
but like, that's gonna be awful. It's a horror movie. There's no good horror movies, really.
There's good horror movies.
Some, but they're few and far between.
Fucking Let Me In is awesome with that kick-ass girl. I don't know her name.
The last good one I remember seeing was Cabin in the Woods, and that was barely a horror movie.
Oh yeah, that movie's awesome. I actually watched that like a week ago.
That's a really good movie.
Movie fucking rules. I'm gonna watch Looper tonight. Movie fucking.
I don't think
awesome.
I'd ever watch. I don't think I'd ever watch
Bruce Willis.
Again. I don't think I'd ever watch it again.
Really?
Once it's enough.
Why?
That's enough.
Because you know how it ends.
I just don't think I'd ever watch it again. Like, I was okay with it the first time, but it wasn't anything. It didn't blow my mind like it blew everybody else's mind.
I don't know. I really like Looper. Maybe I must be alone on that one though.
No, I think people like Looper. I just don't think I would ever watch it again. There's too much. There's too much, man. There's too much other movies I could watch. I want to see
Yeah.
Looper
All right. All
again.
right. I feel you. I feel you on that one. I also want to rant about something real quickly that I'm kind of pissed off about.
Okay.
On my iPhone right now, fucking they invented this thing where to download podcasts, you need to download this podcast app, and to listen to podcasts through your podcast app, you need to be connected to the internet.
Well, you
Fuck
can
you.
download them and then just have them on
No,
the
no,
app.
you can't.
Yes,
Like
you
you
can.
have them on the app, but every time you go to listen to them, it says, "Are you okay with using up your data to do this?"
It shouldn't. It shouldn't if you have it downloaded.
I do though. I do have it downloaded. That's my beef here.
Well, it doesn't
Is
do that
that
for me, man. Because I download stuff on here all the time and I can listen to them. Like
well,
the Purple Podcast app.
yeah, the Purple Podcast app.
Yeah, I mean, just click the download button, and when it's done, you can just listen to it. You might have to click OK on that, and then like it won't use any of your data if you've already have it downloaded on your phone.
Yeah, maybe. But serious, I like to listen to podcasts on road trips.
Sure,
Don't
I
fuck
listen
with
to
me.
I listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to one almost every day, Chadley.
Look at this man's in the business.
I'm
He's
in
in
the
the
fucking
bees.
I'm in the fucking podcasting business.
I try to watch a movie every day. I try to watch at least one movie every day.
I do. I try to. Or watch some Netflix, binge watch some television like X-Files or something.
Yeah. I want to rewatch Breaking Bad because that shit's about to sweep Emmys.
Absolutely. It's a classic show. It's a classic show.
Have you seen that like parody video where like that pawn shop reality show with Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul?
Oh yeah.
That shit's hilarious.
That's going around on the internet.
And Julia Louis-Dreyfus is trying to pawn off her Seinfeld Emmy.
Yeah.
Shit's wild. Shit's wild.
Well, I think we got to come in for the close here, Chadley.
All right, well, I'm very famous, so you
Quite
can follow me on my famous Twitter, at Chatley the movie.
You can find me at Jesus H. Macy on the internet. Find us on punchnerds.com, but more importantly, youtube.com/punchnerds. Click on those videos, even if you don't watch them. We need to get our view count up a bit, so just click on them.
We're not desperate.
No. And it's brought to you by Smoky Mountain Knives. And put in Punch Nerds at checkout if you want 25% off a knife. You could be like Shredder.
Whoa, what? What is this about Smoky Mountain Knives?
Smoky Mountain Knives. Put in the coupon code Punch Nerds at checkout and save 25% on your knives. You can be like Shredder.
All right.
You can buy swords and shit on there too. So if you want to be like, you want to have like size or whatever.
You want to be like the Ninja Turtles?
Yeah. Anyway, that's the show.
That's the best way to top off your Halloween costume.
a real sai. All right.
A real katana. Just carry that shit.
You need a real katana, sharp. I think that's illegal to carry around in public, but
If you have it in the sheath, literally nobody's gonna ask you about it.
Let's head on down to Ferguson with katanas.
Oh my god.
Okay, we need to end this.
Do you even know what you just said?
Hey, Chadley, defame the Middle East or something.
Fuck no. I'm not topping that
say
horrible.
Say something bad about Islam real quick.
Oh no, dude. You just said a horrible thing.
Well, I was saying we're gonna go down to Ferguson with katanas and cut up some cops. That's not. I'm on the side of the people.
That is illegal though.
I'm on the side of the people. Chadley, if there's something going down and one side has tear gas, you side with the people that are getting tear gas. You don't side with the cops. Fucking media.
Cops are people too.
Yeah, fucking dumb people. Clearly.
That is,
If you're a dumb white dude, here's your two jobs. You can be an MMA fighter or you can be a cop. If you're a dumb dude that likes to beat the shit out of people, we got two jobs for you.
all right, MMA fighter it is.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
God bless. God bless you, everybody. God bless you.
This is out of hand.
Chadley, you're out of control. Thanks for tuning in, guys.